Hey friend, look what has arrived. And it got here really fast. So if you did not know, I had kind of mentioned to you guys, kind of sort of without doing it, but still promised that I would try the Beauty Edit Box by FabFitFun, which is now something that you can subscribe to. The Beauty Edit Box was one of those boxes that they would release every once in a while, maybe once every 2 months or something like that. You can just buy it outright. Well, now they have turned it into a subscription. $29.99 every single month. They charge you on the first of the month. You're going to obviously pay a few taxes. I feel like my total was $32.09, which is not bad. You're gonna get 4 full-size items that you get to choose because you get to fully customize your entire box. Now I'm gonna go ahead and unbox, review the products in person that I myself ended up selecting. If you want to see my selections, like my thought process as I was selecting it, make sure you check out that video. For 2 of my options, I had mentioned why I selected them, but I wasn't like drooling over them, and then I gave you feedback on the other 2. Pero vamos, let's go ahead and open this up. This is like first impressions beauty, ooh la la. This is how they prepackage it. So you get like fluffer paper, if you will, like filler, but no bubble wrap. There's no eyeshadow palette in here, so I can't even be mad. Like if there was an eyeshadow palette and that's all I got, I'd be upset, because what if? There's always that possibility that it would break, but given that there wasn't, it is what it is. For starters, I'm noticing that they're sticking to the FabFitFun little promos that they usually have, so you get 11 free meals if you were to sign up. But don't get it twisted. You're not gonna get 11 additional free meals. It's like you're gonna get extra meals with every box that you get, along with paying, which is kind of like but I'm not gonna poo-poo HelloFresh because I actually really like them. I worked for them before. I've actually paid for the subscription and everything, and it's so good, especially when you're like on a time crunch with food in terms of cooking dinner and stuff. Another thing I'm gonna notice, mira, this is how she got here. Why? Here's where we have a problem, because I don't understand. Everything else I'm hoping, but kind of sort of looks like it's okay. Pero mira. FabFitFun, I've always loved you guys. I've loved the subscription. So this is not supposed to arrive like this. I've gotten these before. I've gotten them through Ipsy. Love the Watermelon Glow toners. Everything is fine, except why does it look like someone had a fight with my box? It looks like someone butchered it. This is a no. Now I gotta inspect the whole thing. She seems to be like intact and fresh, like untouched, but that's not like good. Okay, so aside my personal experience with FabFitFun, if I was new to FabFitFun, someone referred me or convinced me to sign up, and my box arrives butchered, the other piece I put it in here, butchered like this, that would upset me, because this is like really poor presentation. So that's gonna be a no, and I'm not happy about it. I'm happy about this. I'm not happy about the condition of my box. And for anyone saying, well, girl, you want the product, you're not receiving the box like that, that's not the point. The point of the subscription service is to get high quality, high valued product for a minimal price, get to experience it and fall in love with it, introduce me to the brand. And receiving a box like that in FabFitFun is not a good look for a Glow recipe, in my humble opinion, pero whatever. Okay, there I go being sassy. You guys like it when I get sassy. We got the Verb. I really like this. I already gave you guys feedback on the Verb. If you had never seen it before, this is what the true color is going to look like of the packaging, and that is the size. If you have a whole lot of hair, this is gonna go fast. Is it gonna work for your hair? Probably, because I use this on curly hair, because curly hair is very dry. This would not be enough. Like, I think Ty could use this for probably, with the amount of hair that she has, she could use it one time and be done with it, because it's that much hair. Cami, I've been able to use it for like 2 months. 2 to 3 times a week on her wet hair, and it does the most. So I'm really excited for this. Let me just make sure it still has the seal. Perfect. Okay. Se me cayó la tapa. Let's try that again. Okay, so that was item number 2. These are the 2 items that I was just kind of like option 1 and 2. I already own these. I really enjoy them. So it's like getting backups is not a bad thing. Am I super excited, like crying because, oh my God, it's so good? No, but you get my drift. Here's something I have not tried before. It's by Ilia. This is the Color Haze Multi-Use Pigment Cheek and Lip Product in Temptation. I have a good amount of blush on. Applying it on the cheeks is not gonna make any sense. So I'll go ahead and apply it on my lips, which right now I just have a lip liner on the perimeter of my lips. I wanted to touch base on a lot of the feedback because this is new to me. And I paid for it myself, by the way. I've gotten no information from FabFitFun on how any of this works or anything like that. I was relying on you guys to kind of help me out. I signed up mid-month, but I was able to make my selections and see what the options were and go through checkout in order to pay. So I was able to see my options, make selections, and then pay, which is different because with Ipsy and other beauty boxes, you typically get charged, like sign up, you get charged and you get what you get and don't get upset for the first month. And you kind of get like a random variation. But with FabFitFun, you were still able to make selections and then choose whether or not you wanted to marry that box and then subscribe, which was awesome. A+ for that. Another thing I was wondering is, given that you're able to sign up at any point throughout the month, if products were to sell out and say that they started off with 4 options but like 2 of them sold out, do they leave you with 2 or do they just add additional products so that you have more than 2 options to kind of like select out of? You guys were saying that you've had the box for 2 to 3 months at this point, and when something sells out, they will replace it with something else as an option so that you still have more than just 2 to 3 options, which I think is really awesome. Like I said, I just have a lip liner on the perimeter of my lips. I have very pigmented lips, so I'm wondering what this is going to look like. We're gonna add, oh, it's kind of like a pinky. That is going to be Temptation. Let's see what she's gonna look like on my lips. I'm gonna apply a very light layer. I'm picky with like cheek and lip product. So, oh, you guys, first of all, that shade looks absolutely amazing. Numero uno. Numero dos, I think this works best as a lip product. Like, I guess you can multi-use it because it would make a nice blush. But the way it went on, it's a matte, but it's a comfortable kind of cloudy matte. So it's not drying. I would totally use this on the lips and not the cheeks, in my opinion. See, so when you apply it like on the back of your hand, it has a little bit of shine that comes through, but once you blend it out, it's less shiny, but it kind of feels, it kind of like it wants to have a satin or a powder finish or something in between. I like that shade for the lips. And the formula, look at my lips. It's not sticky, so you're able to mush your lips together and still like it's gonna stay where you applied it. So it's not sticky. I feel like on the cheek, it's going to have a little bit of a tack. I prefer powder finish with some radiance, as in what I have on the cheeks today. So I probably am gonna use this on the lips. And plus, this is like perfect for your bag. I like the applicator for the lips as well. I think the applicator suits me better. Personal preference. I think it suits me better. Could you imagine me doing this? Not that I've not done that before, but it's a lip. I'm gonna stick to this for the lips. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Then what I was really looking forward to is the Haus Labs eyeliner. I have the pencil that you can apply on the waterline, and then I have like a green one, but I didn't have this black one. Now everyone had been raving about it. I feel like this was featured in Ipsy a long time ago. It was never an option for me. I was looking for it over at shops, not an option for me, which sucked. So I'm gonna go ahead. I literally have nothing on my lids and I have no mascara. So this is like the perfect time to try this, baby. I'm gonna go ahead, apply my primer, a little bit of powder on the lid so we can apply this and see what that's gonna look like. We are back. So I used my Level Up primer with Ofra to prime the lid. Not that I was trying to do much, but I want to really see what the liner would look like on the lids if I'm actually doing something with it. I set it with the Ultra Peach by One Size. It's a setting powder, but I absolutely love her. It gave me that brightness on the lid. And then just for a little like depth on the crease, I went in with the Morphe Cheek Thrills After Party Trio, but I only went in with the powder and it gives me a little bit of warmth without being too crazy. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the Haus Labs Clear Cut Liquid Eyeliner. She's gonna look like so. Does she look unique? No, the packaging is nice, but it doesn't look super unique. I kind of, does it not remind you of Physicians Formula? Their diamond one, that's what it reminds me of. I wanna go ahead and do a quick little swatcheroo. Okay. I mean, it kind of looks like everything else. Everyone was saying it's the blackest of black, the best of the best, and you're never gonna get anything better. We shall see. The tip is not as thin and slim as I expected it to be, but maybe there's a purpose to it. This is a brush tip applicator, which is always, in my opinion, way better than a felt tip. Okay, mija, wish me luck. I haven't done a wing liner in forever, so let's see how this turns out. Hopefully well. So I'm gonna kind of like just create my cute little line. And then from here, I'm gonna bring her in. And then I'm just gonna create my line, attach that to that. I try not to talk when I'm doing a wing, only because I'm trying to do it right. Okay, so girl, that's a good wing. Like, that's beyond a good wing, and she's matte. This is the mattest I think I've ever tried in terms of like a liquid liner pen. I usually go in with a black eyeshadow right on top because I do not like that little hint of shimmer that can come out of it. This baby is matte. Okay, so they were not wrong. They were not wrong. So the only unique thing that I find with this Haus Labs is how matte it is. Most of them have a little bit of a satin finish or a little bit of a sheen that comes through, but this one is straight up matte. Like, it's no joke. All right, you guys, the eyeliner is actually really nice. Is it the most amazing and you need to go out of your way to get it? Well, if you want something as matte and as black as this is with all the great qualities of the other ones, then yes. I don't know how much this goes for. I'm gonna look for it and add it here, but I'm gonna tell you this. It glides like a whole bunch of other ones that I've tried. The one size, it's not pen tip. It's a felt tip. It has most of the great qualities of this one. The Ofra one has most of the great qualities of this one. If anything, this one just kind of set the bar because it has everything that all the other ones that I like has, except it's actually 100% matte, and I don't feel like I need to go in with a powder to mattify it even more. It glides, does not skip, fully opaque, very saturated, easy to work with, flexible. I don't know what else to say other than it's actually really good. So here's the thing, my friends. What I want to know is, do you think this box is worth me trying for a whole nother month and seeing whether or not the subscription is worth it? I really want to hear you guys' thoughts. I know some of you guys have had this subscription for a few months now, but do you think I should keep the subscription for another month or two and we kind of really evaluate after having it for like 3 months? Or do you think it's just a girl, keep it because it's going to be amazing, or no, girl, cancel it because, I mean, it's not worth it? I really want to hear you guys' thoughts. Let me know what you guys got in the comments. Like, what did you get this month? Oh, also, I forgot to mention to you guys, Amazon did deliver this box. I ordered it, I got shipping confirmation 2 days later, and then I got it 2 days later, which is crazy, and it's really, really fast shipping. I don't know if it's because it's later in the month and they weren't as swamped, or if it's like that at the beginning of the month. So that's something else that I need you guys to fill me in. At this point, you guys are educating me on the subscription and not the other way around, which I think is kind of cool and kind of refreshing. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I want to hear your feedback, so make sure you leave it below. If you're new here, I hope that you have chosen to hit that subscribe button, like the video. We'd love to have you here on the channel. If you are still here, that means you've made it all the way through, and you are a real one, so thank you so much. I really, 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 really appreciate you. And listen, the video is over, but you don't have to go anywhere because YouTube is going to recommend 2 videos here on screen that I believe you're going to enjoy, so I hope you consider checking it out, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.